Walking home alone at night, letting strangers like maintenance workers into your house, being approached in public spaces. Many women feel vulnerable in moments like these. Safety apps offer features like SOS calls and danger maps. But how much protection do they really provide? And what are the risks? The World Health Organization estimates that nearly 1 in 3 women under 50 worldwide has experienced physical or sexual violence. These attacks often happen at home, but also in public spaces like parks or streets. In Egypt, almost every woman under 30 has faced this. Apps like Herio claim to offer a sort of digital shield. But how well do they actually work? When she's out alone, Nada Shaban uses Herio, a mobile safety app designed to help women call for help instantly. She's been using it for a year and it's already proven its worth.
My first experience was in a ride-hailing service on my way to university. I know the route very well, and suddenly I noticed we were taking unfamiliar roads. I then used the SOS button in the app. My father called me immediately. He already knew I was in transportation and said, "Put it on speaker. I see your location, you'll arrive safely." At that moment, the driver realized I wasn't alone and that someone was following my location through the app.
Herio connects users with trusted contacts and sends emergency alerts with a single tap. It also includes a harassment map that highlights unsafe areas based on reported incidents. Alerts can also be triggered by voice commands. The app was co-founded by Salma Medad, who wanted to address the fear and vulnerability many women experience in public spaces.
When we started Herio, the main issue we aimed to address was gender-based violence, especially sexual harassment in public spaces. We helped women report the incidents they were exposed to, so we could gather statistics on the areas that needed support and what type of support they actually needed, using technology.
But the app goes beyond alerts. Users can access legal, psychological, and social support. And user data is protected, according to the Herio team.
I felt comfortable using the app. It really meets my needs as an Egyptian woman and the needs of anyone going through the same experiences.
At the very least, apps like Herio can help you feel a little safer on your way home. But a word of caution. Many safety apps collect and share location data. In the wrong hands, it could be used to secretly track you. We'll show you how to guard against that later. But first, another tip for safe travel. Many countries now have taxi apps specifically for women. In Kenya, for example, the Little Ride app offers its Ladybug taxi service with women drivers only.
There have been cases in the industry whereby you'll find that ladies have had challenges when it comes to dealing with male counterparts while on trip. You'll find that in most occasions, probably during the day, ladies will require any category. But when it gets to evening rides, you'll find that we usually have a surge in terms of the number of ladies requesting for little, and specifically on this category for Ladybug, because they feel like their safety has been addressed and their concerns have also well been taken care of.
And now, let's take a look at how to turn your smartphone into your own personal security assistant. Many iPhones and Androids come with built-in safety tools. Features include emergency SOS, automatic location sharing during distress calls, and alerts if an unknown Bluetooth tracker is moving with you. Availability depends on your local emergency services and regulations. Here's how to activate them. Go to your safety and emergency settings. Enable SOS options and allow your phone to share information with the police and your emergency contacts. If you trigger an SOS, your phone automatically sends your live location and device info. Some devices can even record short audio or video clips and forward them to trusted contacts as evidence or a cry for help. Make sure to enable detection for Bluetooth trackers to prevent spying. You can even use a smartwatch, Bluetooth tag, or a small GPS tracker to share your location. Just pair your wearable with a corresponding app, making sure to add trusted contacts. When you're out, meeting someone new, or simply feeling uneasy, switch on auto alerts or live location sharing, so someone you trust always knows where you are. Smart safety solutions are helpful, but they still shift the burden onto the victims. It basically says, protect yourselves. And that puts the responsibility back on individuals. What we really need is real support, consistent prosecution of perpetrators, more police patrols, and stronger awareness campaigns. On the positive side, countries like the US and Germany now use more restraining and no-contact orders, monitored with electronic ankle bracelets. The ankle monitor receives satellite signals to pinpoint a wearer's position within 5 meters. If equipped with a SIM card, it can also use mobile networks. This data is sent directly to a monitoring center. Authorities can set up geofencing, virtual zones the offender isn't allowed to enter or leave. If they cross the line, an alarm is triggered at the center. But what happens when it's someone you live with, someone who isn't on the authorities' radar? What happens when a family member or a partner becomes increasingly threatening? Many victims don't know where to turn. They feel intimidated or too ashamed to tell friends and family. In Mexico, domestic violence is a major issue. But there, a chatbot named Violeta offers a lifeline. In times of relationship turmoil, Daniela Castro turned to Violeta, an AI chatbot. She's one of 260,000 women in Mexico who have messaged the bot on WhatsApp to seek help for abuse. Violeta acts as a digital confidant.
There were times when I didn't talk to my friends or family, but I know Violeta won't judge me. There are things where you know someone will tell you did something wrong, but Violeta, instead of judging you, says, this happened, you did this in this way, and now this is what we can do. What I like about Violeta is that it doesn't say, do this, do that.
The Violeta chatbot offers psychological support and even legal guidance. It can refer users to professional care, shelters, or a telephone hotline. The co-founder of Violeta is Floretta Meyerson. The idea came about during the COVID-19 lockdown.
In that time, homes stopped being a safe space for so many people. Violence increased exponentially and became more visible.
Floretta and her team wanted to develop a fast and discreet solution. Since 2020, more than 15,000 women have been killed in Mexico. But it's not just physical abuse. Psychological violence, too, is commonplace.
It's very easy to fall into situations that don't feel quite right, that escalate over time into psychological violence. A tool like this gives people broader access to the language and awareness needed to recognize abuse early.
Violeta is a WhatsApp chatbot that uses supervised, non-generative AI, trained on carefully selected data sets. Unlike many other large language models, Violeta's responses are professionally reviewed and even legally compliant. The team states that Violeta does not store conversations. But there are still data protection risks due to its integration into WhatsApp, for example through backups or shared devices. AI tools like Violeta can help spot the signs of abusive behavior early. But in life-threatening situations, what's really needed is fast intervention from people, neighbors, friends, the authorities. Lawyer Maria Elena Espasa Guevara, who fights for women's rights in Mexico City, feels the same way.
In our experience, a woman who's a victim of abuse first needs emotional support. A bot can't truly provide that, no matter how human-like or sophisticated the algorithm might be.
Digital tools can't replace shelters, hotlines, and first responders, but they can be a vital first step in getting informed, getting help before things escalate. And the risks aren't only physical. Stalking happens online too. And AI is increasingly used to turn social media photos into deepfake sexual images. Mina Kamira knows this firsthand. Mina Kamira sells second-hand clothes on platforms like Vinted. By chance, she discovered that photos of her modeling the clothes had been uploaded to porn sites.
About 20 or 30 different porn sites surfaced. Looking closer, I realised the scale of the thing, the danger. People had been watching me for years. It's an entire network.
Mina tried reporting the links to Google, but they said it didn't violate their policies. And many of the porn platforms have no contact information at all. She went to the police, but the case was dropped because no suspect could be identified. Mina felt the officer didn't take her seriously.
His first words were, yeah, well, whatever you post online stays online. But the point is that these images are being misused, weaponized, and taken out of context.
Mina posted a TikTok about her experience, causing many women to reach out with similar stories.
To get a handle on this, we need better victim protection. Responsibility must lie with platforms, lawmakers, and law enforcement to curb this issue.
Mina has started a petition for better security on platforms like Vinted, suggesting features like screenshot blockers. Responding to DW, Vinted said they are trying to tackle the problem, but some aspects will take more time and testing. But Mina Kamir wants better protection now.
Should I just stay off the internet to avoid ending up on porn sites? That can't be the answer. That's victim blaming. This needs to be taken seriously with consequences for perpetrators.
To hold perpetrators accountable, we need laws to put pressure on tech companies. We need authorities that can actually prosecute. But we aren't completely helpless either. Here are a few things you can do. Find images. Google reverse image search can help you find websites using your photos. Secure evidence. Take screenshots showing all relevant info and save links to the sites. Report abuse. Even if platforms are slow to act or fail entirely, always report stolen images. Get help. The situation varies depending on the country, but check whether you can get help from the police or from support groups. In the US, there's the Take It Down Act. This law makes it a criminal offense to share non-consensual sexualized images or deepfakes of another person online. Stop the spread. To remove non-consensual images, use sites like takeitdown.ncmec.org for under 18s or stopncii.org for over 18s. The best solution, of course, would be for men to stop committing these crimes in the first place. Stricter laws and education campaigns could help move things along. But until then, tech tools may provide some valuable support. That's all from me. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.